Be live? Are we live? Yeah, we're live. Let's go. What's up, everyone? Episode 25 or 26 of Game Slayer is live. And oh boy, the target of tonight's show is none other than Square Enix. And not in a good light.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I wanted to get Chrono Cross, but after reading that PlayStation 1 is outperforming the PlayStation 4/5, I'm like, yeah, no. We're gonna talk about it. Nate is on the road, he's coming home, and Kay can't join because of uh, what's called um, a student that is clearly needs some attitude adjustment. Other than that, yeah, don't know where Morgan is or Rek, but we're gonna do with the three, and don't know where Ghost is. I have the feeling 5 p.m. for them is not enough. They need to be 6 p.m.
Oh,
Um,
it's fine for
yeah.
me.
Hmm?
Don't change it.
If
It's perfect for
if
me.
no one joins, I'm forced to change it. My bad. So here's the thing. What you been playing, Weeb?
Yeah, this is the Weep Sheriff, aka Blue Rhizome. I finished Ghostwire Tokyo since our last podcast, and now I'm playing the Kaido Files, DLC of Lost Judgment.
Hmm. How was it?
Ghostwire was great.
No, Lost
Yeah.
Judgment DLC. Yeah, no, I'm playing. I was
Oh,
playing like certain little, not well. I was playing Ghostwire literally right now before
uh-huh.
finishing. Yeah, but so how was Ghostwire for you?
Yeah, as I said, great. Definitely, underrated. I'd say, based on its reviews. I mean, it's a fine game, solid experience. It's fun. Um, yeah, I mean, the story is maybe could have been better in the sense that I feel like the protagonist, or yeah, you have technically two protagonists, but the character you control is a bit of a wet blanket. And I actually would have enjoyed the game more where you get to play as KK and actually see his team. That would have been maybe more interesting than playing as a character that you're playing at. But overall, I mean, it's a fun experience. Gameplay is solid. I enjoy the sort of side activities where you actually get to interact with yokai. Um, yeah, I mean, and yeah, walking first person through Shinjuku is also it was a fun experience. Yeah, I mean, you can do that, of course, in the Yakuza games, but that's third person there. There's not. Technically, you can also switch to first persons in certain instances, but yeah, I mean, it's a bit different if you do it in first person. Um,
Did you play the prologue?
no, no, that's a good point because I did download that, but never played that before I
It's
started
literally a
Ghostwire.
10-15 minute game. I recommend it. It added a little bit to who he is and stuff like that.
Okay, good point. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I have to check that out.
That's the mistake most people are making, which they say is the game and needs a little bit more character, but they didn't touch the plot wrong, which again boggled my mind while it is not in the game itself.
Yeah, I know it's. I mean that critique is fair, but I'm also, you know, still, it I wouldn't dock like points for that, or at least not know how they seem to have treated this game. So I definitely think that, well, I mean, of course, everything is an opinion, but this is an example, at least for me, that don't trust reviews, or at least don't blindly trust them, and don't think a game that scores somewhere in the 70s is a bad game. This is a really solid game. It's highly polished, and I mean, I recommend it if you're into if you're sort of into Japan, into Japanese mythology. Yeah,
To be
I
fair,
mean,
70 or 75 for this game is a crime.
yeah, I definitely think that it's, as I said, it's underrated. Um, but yeah, I mean, look, that's how it is. I mean, and there's also other games that I really like that are in the 70 range, and I mean, and I think that some of these reviews are quite unfair, especially the lower end ones. Um, it's not perfect. So if anybody says it's a 10, yeah, obviously that's overstating it. But I mean, it definitely didn't. I don't think it got a really fair shake, based on some of the reviews I've seen and based on what I've experienced.
How
So,
much would you give it?
um, I think an 8.
An 8. Fair.
And yeah, and I don't do decimal scores. I mean, it's either an
Mm,
8 or a 9 or a 10, right? I mean, I think it's bullshit to give it an 8.3 or something. I mean, what the hell does that mean?
mm, gotcha. As for me, I finished Tiny Tina. Uh, oh, oh boy. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Here's the thing. Honeymoon phase was all nice and well, but after that, it became real quick for me that this is not it. Felt, this genuinely felt like a DLC than an actual game, and I'm curious how Nate feels about it. One, game is super easy, and I played it on the hardest difficulty. Two, uh, boss fight not memorable whatsoever. The only memorable boss fight is literally the mid game boss fight and the end game boss fight. That's it. And three, it again, it felt like what's called a
You'll
DLC.
see. Yeah.
It's skills not important that much. Um, the spells you get, there is no room for experimentation because you're gonna use the strongest spell and keep it moving. Same with guns. You can literally have guns that shoot laser and stuff like that, but a, a normal gun with a normal bullet does way more damage than a gun with laser, for example. So you're gonna prioritize the gun over. And not to mention rewards for your game for side quests are some of the worst, dude. Like some gave you nice reward, other than that is basically not memorable, not important fodder weapons that you can sell or just throw away because you don't even need it for the money. And all these little things, like for example, in in the game, if you need to progress to the story in order to farm the previous boss, which normally in other Borderlands game you literally start farming it after you kill him the first time. You complete the quest. Once the quest is completed, You don't even to have visited the new area. You can go back and start farming. No, with this one you need to go to the next area, do some time, make sure that the new side quest is started before you get to start farming. And even farming is abhorrent because no idea which loot drop from which weapon boss fight, and the amount of melee weapons in the game just take away any enjoyment out of farming, because most of the time you're just getting melee weapons and not nice loot. And it's all by all, I don't know, I feel like they shit the bed with this one, which is going to be the what's called, and it's all by all, I don't know, the um tonight what shit the bed. Hey, Aaron, and stop Viper Reef. And we have Morgan. How you doing, Morgan? What you been playing?
I'm pretty good. Um, it's between uh, Tiny Tina's Wonderland and the new Lego Star Wars game. So those are the games that I've been playing recently.
Are you enjoying it?
Which one?
Taintina.
I mean, I feel like I'm not really a good person to ask this because I'm not a
Yeah,
Borderlands
you're
fan.
not innate. You're not innate. Fair.
Yeah, I'm not a Borderlands fan, so it's just another Borderlands
Okay,
game to me.
as a non-Borderlands lady, how do you feel about the game?
Um, it's cool, I guess. It's fun to play with friends, but I don't know. I just feel like I'll never be into the series like you guys are. I'm just not. There's not a connection. Like it's fun. There's funny parts. Like the humor is there. But it's just not my type of game. Like I
Mm.
can just tell.
So what you playing after Borderlands with Taintina?
Uh, Lego Star Wars,
Okay.
the new complete edition.
Are you doing them combos the way I seen on you on Twitter?
Sometimes, like not all the time, because I'm co-oping the game with my sister. We're both playing it. But yeah, it's really fun, really in depth. I love the voice acting. They did a really good job. Like it looks and plays great.
So basically, they did a better job than Square Enix.
Yeah, from what I hear, I suppose. Yeah, I've seen the gameplay, and yeah, it's kind of looking kind of behind. The time, especially that Series S version.
You
Jesus,
think?
Jesus, like that the textures. Oh my god, or the lack thereof, I should say.
Hi,
Mm.
Garuda. So we're waiting on Innate. Kay is having issues. She's not gonna be able to make it. Hopefully next week she's gonna be able to make it. Innate
Yeah,
is on the road, and there
yeah.
is also what's his name? Ghost. Pretty sure too early for him. 5 p.m. Might change it to 6. We'll see when he comes. As for the show, before we continue, me and Weeb and a friend of mine called Zero, we started our own anime podcast. Most for now is One Piece related, and basically reviewing the latest chapter. And uh, it went well. We might switch it up and go from One Piece only to when there is a break in One Piece, we go to other anime and talk about them. Give it a listen. It's on the channel called. Uh, the episode is called One Piece Chapter 146 Review slash Discussion. Just know this is literally for spoilers, so you've been warned. And as for the show, we're gonna start with PlayStation Sweeping Beta. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like that. finally, PlayStation, not PlayStation, but more like Returnal, got the recognition it deserved. PlayStation, so Returnal and Returnal swept befta, won uh, Game of the Year, won Sound of the Year. Let me see what else, because I have it screenshotted. Yeah, so Returnal, best game Returnal, best music Returnal, best audio Returnal, best performance Jane, Perry, Celine, and best animation for Ratchet and Clank, and technical achievement Ratchet and Clank. This this was the moment that I've been waiting for. This was the moment that I was expecting Returnal to get at the Game of the Year award, and it never did. I'm gonna start with Weeb. You played Returnal, right?
No,
But you have it, right?
no, I don't.
I thought you did.
Oh damn. It's okay, Weeb.
Okay,
Nobody's perfect.
then I'm gonna keep you for a while. Morgan, you played Returnal.
Yeah, I haven't played all of it though. I haven't finished it. I'm waiting for Nate to get it so we can co-op it, but who knows when that's gonna happen. So, but from what I play, I really, really enjoy it. That's definitely my type of game. Um, because I love games where you really have to or it really takes like strategy and you really have to basically bring your all to get through it, just because for me, like games like that, Hades, like I just love shit like that. So I can't wait to jump back into it, and then try the DLC too. So that's gonna be fun, and I'm really happy that Returnal got the recognition it did. I think House Marquee, um, they definitely deserve that award. From what I played, it's really fun. It's really addicting. Um, it's just, and like we have to recognize the leap, in from their last game. You know what I'm saying? Like from the 2D, sort of, shooter kind of thing that they had going on to Returnal. Like that was that's like it honestly very impressive. Like I didn't expect this type of game from House Marquee, but they blew it out the water, and I think they were a great purchase from Sony. And it just goes to show, like, when Sony backs a studio, like the potential that they unlock from that studio is just like incredible. So yeah, great pickup from Sony. Happy for everybody at House Marquee. I hope it gives them a nice little boost of morale. Like, hey, y'all doing that shit. Keep it up. Can't wait to see what they make next. I hope it's the same genre. Like, I hope it's a roguelike. So we'll see.
Gotcha. Share the link to live, my fellow gamers. Oh yeah, I already did, and I'm pretty sure my co-host did as well. Let me see. Link, you should be able to join. Are you not? Here, let me send you an invite. You should be able to join because you was here before. Give me a second. Yeah. Weep. You never played Returnal, but you played Ratchet. How does it feel for Ratchet to get best technical recognition?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, yeah, the BAFTAs are always weird because they're so late compared to other game awards. So
Yeah,
a bit, yeah, at this point it's like, yeah, cool. I mean,
yeah, they
they
are late.
but still they have a bit sort of prestige around them. You know, the Game Awards is always a bit tacky compared to this. So
True, very true.
I get
Almost
I
Oscar
can
like.
Exactly. Yeah. And no Will Smith this time.
No
No,
slap heard around the world.
we're not doing it over here with this one. Not now. That should have been last night.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Um, Link, did you play Returnal?
Yes, sir. I sure did. I did play it.
How was it?
Right. Um, Returnal was my game of the year for 2021. I
Shout
really enjoyed
out.
it. Put it.
You
Yeah, I
know how
really,
it
really
feels.
love that game. Yeah,
Winning Best
yeah.
Audio, deserved. Winning Best Music, deserved. Well, more like
The
soundtrack.
3D audio in that game, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
I
yes,
I
it's
couldn't
amazing.
experience that sadly because of
Aw.
my bad hearing doesn't allow me to experience.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's why. Other than
The
that,
the rain in that game. Oh
y-
Jesus.
the rain, I felt it on my controller. Like
Hmm.
hands down, one of the best, if not the best implementation of DualSense.
Yeah, I'm
With
gonna need the other studios to get like that. Like get on it. Like come on, let's implement that DualSense the best way we can with these games. I need it.
like that's also what Ghostwire Tokyo does well is the DualSense
Yeah,
implementation.
that's gonna be my next pickup. Ghostwire.
So and for Eternal again another Eternal. Yeah. So the actress for Eternal uh, want more older women in video game, and I agree. You shouldn't rely too much
Good.
on the eye candy and stuff like that.
I
Like,
mean, it kind of just goes to
yeah,
show like you don't need that to have a great game. Like
yep.
you know, and I'm all cool with it. Like I've never had a problem with being any character, whether it's man, woman, whatever race, whatever age. Like as long as the story is good, their background's good, the game is good. Like I honestly don't care.
I feel you, and I agree.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was cool to see somebody, them use an older character. That's something we don't normally see.
I can I name other character? Well, Aloy, but Aloy is being played by a young actor. But Aloy, does Aloy rely too much on sex appeal? I don't think so.
I mean, according to Xbox, she's ugly. She's
Oh
not.
yeah, that's what they say. Yeah.
That's what they say. So
Yeah, so great, happy for Housemarque, happy for what's called Insomniac, and and happy for Yusuf Fares for winning multiplayer of the year. I mean,
yeah, it takes two. My game.
yeah,
Yeah.
out of that, whatever a doubt. Well, with a returnal introduction of co-op,
Yeah.
could it have beaten
It came kind of late though.
Take Two?
Um, I haven't tried it yet, so I can't answer that yet. But I don't know. It takes two.
I
The way it incorporates co-op is like you need the other player. Like, and it's I don't know. It's great the way they did it. They're like the kings of co-op.
It Takes Two. I played it. I finished it. I loved it. Me and we played it together. It
Hmm.
just some levels were way drawn, way especially the bosses in some parts. It
I
like
feel you. The beginning was kind of slow. I think it
you
kind of picked
didn't
up towards the
like
middle and the end.
the B level too
Yeah,
long, and also
yeah. That's
uh,
the area
the
Nate was getting irritated
the
with.
the plant boss fight way too much HP for the boss. Like
Yeah,
no, that is the thing. I am complaining about Borderlands not having memorable boss fights. At least uh, Tech 2 had better boss fights than Borderlands, than Tarantino.
mm,
And
yeah.
also, what I need in a boss fight, I need faces. so
Hmm.
it pattern changes, so it doesn't almost feel like a button matcher and button matching in a way. Link, you played Tintina?
Absolutely not, and I'm not
Man.
going to. I
Oh
don't care
yeah.
for those Borderland games. I don't like those Borderland games. I've bought every one of them for some strange reason, and I play about an hour or two, and then I put them down. So with this one, I just
No.
decided not to even buy. I didn't even bother with it.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. No. The next topic will be
Hold on, Omar. Before you go to the next topic, I do have a question for you, and I don't know if you're at this. It pertains to Returnal, but I don't know if this is a topic that you've already
no.
wanted to
Go
talk
ahead.
about. Um, I saw an article about how the House Marquee is hoping to find a new audience with Returnal being included in like the premium PS Plus service. Like they're hoping to pick up some new fans and gain some numbers because the game will be quote unquote free on the service, right? Included. Do you think that'll pick up the numbers, pick up the fan base, bring the hype to more hype to Returnal? Like, do you think
No,
that's a good thing, bad
no,
thing?
because PlayStation fans just don't support what's called online services like that. If PlayStation fans wanted to play Returnal, they played it.
Mm. You don't think
Returnal,
like the casuals will pick it up?
the casual might. Returnal biggest flaw not having a demo. A
Mm.
demo would have incited people to play it and then made up their mind. Which is, I will say the same thing with another game that went into service, Guardian of the Galaxy.
Hmm.
That game needed a demo.
They did say that they picked up a lot of fans from Game Pass, so you don't think
Yeah,
that'll
but
be the same.
that Game Pass though, you if people on Game Pass literally download a game, played for 5 minutes, and then switched it to a different game.
That's very true.
That's
That's
literally
true.
their mentality.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, not everyone, but for the most
Yeah,
part.
yeah. I think they're
Okay.
just happy to get that check. I don't feel like
Pipes
that
up
yeah,
clear.
they wrote the check, it cleared, they're happy about it. But I mean, I thought Guardians was a great game, but I don't
Hmm.
see a ton of people picking up and playing this game just because it's in Game Pass.
I feel you.
Exactly.
I feel you.
And it's like I understand how Marquee wants to have more people play the game. Then should have made a demo. Demo would help.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
yeah, this game. I won't see a lot of I don't for Housemark, I don't think a lot of the casuals are going to gravitate toward this game because it's quite challenging and it's a roguelike. So
it's
it
very
So
I don't
true.
know if it appeals.
why
I don't know.
why is a game like Elden Ring is challenging but people gotta play it but the return on can't?
Elden, but look at the hysteria behind that game from the build up, the reviews, the Metacritic score, the journal. I mean, everybody was on board for this game. I mean, so
Hyping it
it
up.
built. It
And
was very
haven't
hyped
like
up.
haven't
So if
like
Returnal was
they
a
been
96
nerfing it apparently, according to fans. Like they've been like putting stuff in to help out the casuals or whatever.
so if
Accord
Returnal was a 96 plus on meta, people would have played it more?
if people had hyped
Um,
it up more, I think word of mouth,
yeah,
like they did with Elden
Elden
Ring.
Ring was also hyped up a lot more than Returnal.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What do you want to say, Morgan?
I was like, weren't people saying that like Elden Ring fans, I mean, I might be mistaken, that they nerfed a lot of the game with the updates for
Oh
like to
yeah,
help out
they
Um,
casuals.
they balanced some stuff. You know, there were some things that people were taking advantage of. There was a lot of balancing. This is something that you're going to see in a game. You know, when people find exploits, they're going to balance it out. I don't find that nerfing it.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I watch
I don't know.
videos
I don't
where
play the games, but I
because think about okay, the mimic, right? You got people. leveling their mimic up, and the mimic is beating bosses by itself. You're not even having to fight the boss.
Yeah, I've seen
Oh
it.
I
damn.
mean, come on,
Damn.
man. They had to do something with stuff like that.
But
Oh shit.
here's the biggest issue with this. When you do that and you you build your character a certain way, magic or fate build, and then everything that you're using get nerfed, then you need to find a different build.
No, it's not
Mhm.
nerfed to the point where it's not effective anymore. It's nerfed. They decreased the effectiveness of it, but it's still good. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to. I mean, if you can summon a mimic that can defeat a boss in like 3 hits, I mean, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like they have to do stuff to balance the game out
Mhm.
But at
to
the same
also
time,
keep the
they also
challenge.
need.
You know,
But at the same
keep it
time, they also
challenging.
need to rely on them hitboxes from soft and their hitboxes. Some of the worst I've ever played. Leave it to the next topic.
Yeah.
So yeah, square, 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 and another square. Oh boy, whew. Square Enix. Where do I start with this one? So Square released a game called Chrono Cross Remaster, and Digital Foundry did not more like a breakdown of the game, and apparently it's literally running better on the PlayStation 1. So basically, the original game runs better than the PlayStation 4 and 5 version.
Damn.
So, what, why, when? Like, if this is not cash grab, then I don't know what is. Apparently, it's doing 20 FPS.
Well,
Yo,
there's some spots where it drops to like 10, I believe.
oh damn. Yo, Morgan, help me out with this one. What's happening? Okay, she's off air. Weeb,
My
help
bad. Did
me
you call
out.
me?
Oh, yeah, I said, what's
Sorry, I had a
happening
phone
with
call.
Square?
You were asking what now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
What's happening with Square?
Yeah, like I don't really even know what the heck is going on with that game. Like, there's honestly no excuse for the state that it's in currently. I don't know if it's going to be updated, if they're going to fix it. Like, they better, because honestly, like I hope nobody supports that game because there should be no reason that the old port is running better than the new port on a game that old. Like that doesn't make sense to me. Um, like them showing that game, like I know it looks horrible like on the Series S, but it doesn't look that great on any of the systems, honestly. But it's just I don't know. Square definitely dropped the ball on that game. I it's honestly just sad, and I don't know. This is why some part of me just kind of wishes that PlayStation would acquire Square. It's just like they could get their shit together, like because I feel like if they were under PlayStation, they wouldn't be releasing shit like this. Like I don't know. It's
Yeah, Morgan,
Well,
I think you're talking about Stranger of Paradise, right?
oh shit.
we're
Is that number
talking
we're
about
talking about? We're
Chrono
talking about Chrono
Cross.
Cross. Oh shit.
Chrono
Okay.
Cross.
Okay. My bad. Chrono Cross. My bad. I mean, it still applies. Chrono Cross is still. Yeah, it's still. Are we talking about the child in the underwear and all that shit?
No, he
Oh
was just
yeah,
talking
oh
about
yeah,
the performance. He was talking
we're
about the
gonna talk about
performance.
that, but for right now we're just
But
talking
yeah, the performance.
performance.
Yeah, that still applies. Like it's still crappy. Like I don't plan on playing it. It's not my type of game. Like I didn't play the OG, but I've seen the gameplay clips on Twitter, and yeah, not looking great. Not looking great.
Weeb, how do you feel about this one? You picking it up?
I think I may pick it up. Uh, though not aware of the performance issue, so I'll have to check that out. But I'll probably pick it up. Even if even if I might not
Right
play it, just
now, it's sitting
for
on
having
20
it.
euro.
20 years.
Hey,
Okay, that's not too bad.
hey, go, get well soon, my dude.
Who?
I hope it's not Corona.
Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, Ghost
Oh,
in the Shell
he's getting feeling
is
well.
sick. Is
Oh
sick.
man,
Oh,
feel better.
So he's just gonna be a listener. And I can only assume tomorrow no show, right? Because of your sickness. Feel free to type in and let me know. Um,
um, you know,
so
this port, it still has PS1 graphics, so they use an AI upscaler to try to make the game look a little bit better, but it still looks pretty bad. So, um, yeah, not really sure what Square's doing with this one.
Would y'all feel any worse about the situation if it was like full price, like 60?
so what is this? Passion project? What do you call this? But I am genuinely lost for words. Passion project. How can the quote unquote almighty Square Enix shit the bed like this? Like I expect it from a new and upcoming studio, but from Square. My second thing is this a Square thing issue or are all remasters not done well? I can't
Some
recall a lot of remasters being released. I'm pretty sure there are. Like I remember the Devil May Cry one, but that shit was not well on the Switch. I remember that part. Also, you have the Dark Souls remaster. That shit was abysmal and a half. So it seems to be remastered. It's just they're cursed. They're not putting enough energy and uh, passion into remasters. It almost feels to me now remasters are cash grab compared to
Yeah,
remakes.
this one seems like it could be because it wasn't. You can tell they didn't really do much with it, you know,
So
from
It
the
kind of
whatever.
looks
PS1
like that
version.
Nintendo style port where you kind of just pretend you've enhanced it, but it's really the same type of game and
Yeah,
sell it
it
as the
don't,
full
it
price.
don't. Yeah,
Well, they
yeah,
did
it's
they
not.
did change things though. They remixed the soundtrack, I believe. They added the Radical Dreamer's text adventure in the pack. So it is it is an enhanced version, but clearly not done, well done. If I'm hearing this right.
Where did they go wrong?
Yeah, it shouldn't be performing the way it is on these a PlayStation One game, but doesn't appear to be really in it. They didn't really enhance the visuals too much, so it shouldn't be running the way it is.
Well, here's the thing. I don't necessarily think that always needs to be the case. Because there's also argument to be made that you do want to preserve the original, because if you're gonna polish everything up and make it look like well, current gen game at least, a modern game, then you're also losing something there. So I mean, I don't know, but I'll have to check it out. What actually is the issue there? But I think I'm still gonna pick it up just to have it.
It's $20. You think it's worth it?
I mean, $20 is $20. So, I mean, the thing is with worth it's all relative, right? I mean, if you're spending, $1 on something that's, totally not worth it to you, then you're still spending $1 too much. But, you know, 20 bucks is not, much per se. for this game. But if it is really as bad as you're saying it is, then it might probably be too much.
You're better off playing the game that you told me about last night. The one you gave me the link for, than
Oh, Terra
playing.
Enigma, yeah, of course. I
Yeah,
mean,
than
that's the best
playing
game
this
ever
game.
made.
I'm insulted right now. I'm genuinely am. Do you guys remember, aside the games that I named, which is Dark Souls, uh, um, Demons, Devil May Cry, and Dark Souls, Devil May Cry, and what other game? I forgot what other game. Do you remember any remasters that was abysmal? Let me look it up on Google very fast. I want to see how many remasters are there that are bad.
Okay, I can tell you a remake that was awful.
No,
Which one?
remasters.
Remasters.
Secret
Remaster.
of Mana, they really screwed that one up.
Really? I want to get that. Oh, why?
They remade that game, but it's awful because um the gameplay is quite dated, but they kept that, and the new soundtrack sounds terrible compared to the original.
Okay, so I found the worst remasters. Devil May Cry, Warcraft 3, uh,
Oh yeah,
Parappa,
that was bad.
Parappa the Little Rapper, Tony Hawk. That was done well, Tony Hawk, I think. Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne, Command DD Kong Racing, Tony Hawk, Ape Escape, Dead Rising, Devil May Cry 3, Golden Eye. No, it's not naming them in the correct order. So, top 10 most poorly received remasters of all time. Here. Halo. Yeah, Halo Master Chief Collection was abysmal on PC. Uh, Super Mario 3D All Stars. Apparently. Oh no. Uh, so, Resident Evil 0 HD Remaster. That was abysmal. Silent Hill HD Collection. Because apparently it was rushed. Devil May Cry HD Collection, I remember that one. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicle Remastered Edition. I played the demo, I liked it. I have yet to play the full game. Tony Hawk Pro Skater HD. Crisis Remaster. And Parappa the Rapper Remaster, apparently that's a bad one. And you called it Secret of Mana. Why was
Yeah, but that
Secret
was
of Mana bad?
yeah, but that's a remake. It's not a remaster.
Oh, fair,
Because they
fair. Yeah, that's a remake. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, so
because it
it
was
was cheap from the
worse than the
graphics
original.
disappointed. And I remember other. So, should we. So, clearly, not every game is gonna be on the level of Final Fantasy VII Remake or even a game like Shadow of the Colossus Remake or Demon Souls Remake. So,
Um,
should
do
we.
you guys feel like
Yeah?
it's true about Square? Like if it's not Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts, they just don't put their all into it?
So, should we
No,
abolish remake then? And
I
remastered
I don't
altogether?
I don't agree with that because
Okay.
Trials of Mana had a remake, and that was actually really good.
Which game?
Trials of Mana.
Oh, Trials of Mana. Hmm. Man, I'm lost for words. effort into the game, but apparently not. Um, as much as I'm giving him shit for this one, I'm gonna give them props for the next one, which is basically in the game there is a little girl, 9 years old, that is playable, and in the original game, her panty was visible, but with this game, they censored that. I'm all for that censorship. 9 years old shouldn't be even showcasing her panty like that. Am I missing something? I'm gonna start with you, Link. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was on mute. I saw it. I guess somebody took a screenshot or something and was trying to talk about censorship or whatever. But I mean, we're talking about a kid here. Like, why do you want to see a kid's underwear? Like, it's just weird to me. But there's some of these weirdos out here that just uh, fantasize about little kids, and it's sick.
Gotcha. Morgan.
Yeah, I saw that the post you shared in the chat. And yeah, that's definitely a W in my book at least. I went down the comments to see if anybody could justify the reason that they wanted that. They wanted the underwear or whatever in the game. And of course, there was honestly no straight answer. It was all, oh, well, censorship's bad in any form, yada, yada, yada. Like, there was no clear, concise answer as to why this character needed to show her underwear. Especially seeing that she's an adolescent. But, I'm not a fan of most censorship. Like, if they want to show a woman with all her cleavage out and thighs out, like I don't care. Like, go ahead, go ham. Like, don't censor it. But like this, there's no reason as to why you should hate on this. Like, there's no reason as to why you need to see this child's underwear. Like, it's dumb. It's stupid. It was good on Square to, censor that. And yeah, I don't understand the necessary need for that in this game, other than I guess that turns them on in some way. I don't know. But I think it's a good thing. Good job, Square. You get a rare W today. So
Weeb.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I saw the screenshot that you shared. I mean, who the hell's gonna die on that hill?
thanks.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can defend that. So yeah, good on Square to. I wouldn't even call that censorship. I would call that fixing something that should have never been there in the first place.
Exactly.
Good one. Very good one. Hey, Viper Reef, hey, people on the internet are brain dead, dude. What are you gonna do? And the final topic, yeah, I told you this show is gonna go very quick. Wish I can get back to Ghostwire Tokyo very quick.
Oh, you've been
Nah,
playing Omar.
yeah,
I didn't even know you had it.
nah, I am playing it.
Oh, cool. You like it?
And I'm loving it. It's so as someone that love anime, this is right up my alley. Even the side quests that apparently people are finding it to be monotonous and stuff like that, I'm enjoying because it fits the concept. It's just the fucking collectibles. They are random. They are random. Hey, Weeb, is there a way to find collectibles or is it just random?
Which ones?
All of them. The tape recorders, the magazines, the random objects that you find.
There are two bracelets that you can wear that pinpoint at least for the KK notes and the spirits.
Okay,
Uh,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah. Then I don't mind wearing bracelet when I find it.
Yeah,
Um,
but
would you?
just a tip for you. If you wanna hunt on all the spirits, make sure that you regularly go back to Shinjuku Scramble because the parade will spawn randomly, and yet and there are a couple of them are can only be obtained there. So it saves you a lot of time if you do that regularly instead of at the end.
Where? DM me what you just said. So
I'll DM it to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the final one is what I wanted to say. The Tengu that you're able to summon, is that end game or mid game that you get?
No, you can get it anytime you want as long as
No,
you have.
I have the point, and I have the stuff, but I can't for the life of me upgrade, so I can summon the Tengu.
You can upgrade or you don't know how to use it.
I don't. I'm not talking about grabbing into a Tengu, but
Yeah,
rather
I know what you mean.
summon your own Tengu.
Yeah, you need to have six of those.
I
What are they
have enough.
called?
I have enough points, and I have enough manata, whatever you wanna call it.
Oh, weird. I could get it as soon as I wants to grab it.
I thought that maybe it's story related thing. I'm gonna finish this podcast and look it up. Not look it up. Try to upgrade and see if that work or not. Otherwise, I will. I'll invite you to look with me on my PlayStation. Share play,
Sure.
very quick. And the final topic. Yeah, this is a quick one. I said it. This is a 1 hour. So there are a few topics that we can cover, which is basically the Xbox ambassador program. But I need to do more research on it, and I want you guys to also do more research on it before I talk about it. And there is also the PlayStation. All of a sudden, other games are being stopped working on PlayStation. I also need to do more research on it, and I also want you guys to do more research on it. And the final topic is Remedy reveals. No, before Remedy, very quick, 5 minutes. Deviation Games, clearly a PlayStation Studio. You,
Yeah, clearly, very clearly.
there is literally a
PlayStation logos all over the damn walls and shit. I'm like, hold up.
exactly like it's
I'm like, wait a minute.
when they, it's like I don't know
I
how.
was like, I had to check again. I was like, wait a minute, did they get acquired? I had to check. I was like, I don't remember an announcement. Like, hold on, let me check her quick. No, they're not. Like, what the hell?
Oh my
And
god,
I was like, hold up. They got all these dual senses on the wall. Like, what's going on?
this is clearly a PlayStation Studio in this car.
Yeah, I was like, I think that's just a wait and to hear the announcement because I feel like that's already been signed and sealed.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if Ember Lab is followed and
Oh man, I
uh,
hope.
Flock Lab follows as well. Because PlayStation now realize they no longer can afford uh, passing opportunities on opportunities like that. Like
Yeah.
let's remember what they lost. They lost Ninja Theory. I don't
Hmm.
fuck with Hellblade. Hellblade is one of the worst game I've ever played.
Oh damn, not like this. Oh
Uh,
okay.
like this and even more, the combat in Hellblade is dog shit.
Yeah,
The
I'll
puzzles,
agree to that. I'll agree.
the puzzles
Hopefully
in
they fix it.
Hellblade is dogger than dog shit. At first, it
Apparently they're integrating a better
at
combat system for the
first
sequel.
at first it was nice, but when
It
you're
got old real
doing
quick.
when you're doing the same puzzle for the 10th, 15th time, I'm like, yeah, I checked out. At least with God of
Oh man.
War, when it pertains to how the Leviathan Act is used,
Hmm.
implemented, at least they found a way to keep it fresh. They
Yeah.
didn't shower me with 10 trillion puzzles that you need to use your axe in one single swoop.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, you know me, Morgan. I give it 100. I'm not here to bucket
I
people
mean, I
for
don't
that.
even blame you because that combat in Hellblade it was atrocious. I'm not even gonna lie. Hopefully, it's better in the sequel.
Hellblade Combat was literally a mobile game. No, no. If you excuse me, I disrespected mobile games. I
Oh
think
man,
mobile
oh
games
man.
have
Okay,
variety in them.
just talking shit. Oh man. But
No,
you're right though. It is when
no,
you think
but
about it. It really is like a
no.
mobile game.
Here
You're
is
right.
no, but here is the thing. It showed potential when you got the what's called the piece of uh, of mirror.
Hmm.
When you got the ability to almost like do like what a flash move where you blind people. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was for me. It began to show uh, promising. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, so then you're telling me now I should be able to get other skills from other bosses, that
Mhm.
was never the case, and that what made me go back to so you give me this one ability, and that's it, and
Yeah.
and that's why I'm like, yeah, no, this is not it, Chief.
I
And
mean, I feel you. I feel you.
and when I what I showcase from part two,
Yeah, I was about
that
to say it. It
that
looks like that gameplay. It looked real repetitive. Like her turning around every 3 seconds to throw a spear. I was like, oh, this isn't
this is
showing
not it,
progress.
Chief. This is absolutely not it, Chief.
I was like, damn, this is on the rails like a motherfucker. Okay.
Oh no,
Oh, we slandering Hellblade? Hey,
Oh man, look, I want Hellblade 2 to be good though, because I that's a game I want
oh,
to play.
oh no, it's gonna be terrible. I mean,
Oh man, don't do
I
that.
love I loathe it, Hellblade. I mean,
Oh
I try
man,
I try to like it, and I did that before before Ninja Theory became a Xbox Studio. Was
right?
when it was still a PlayStation exclusive. I bought it and I regretted buying it.
Oh man, oh
And I think
man.
and the thing is, I mean, I really I should have known this because was Heavenly Sword that was also kind of
Oh yeah,
I
I never played Heavenly Sword. I played the
I played a little bit of it. I didn't
yeah
like it.
the
Okay, yeah,
problem
but here
is
is the
their style. It's not necessarily
no,
the
no,
gameplay, but purely uh all these characters always so nasty and
what do you mean was
awful.
nasty?
Oh, just the way they're presented. They're yeah, that's their style. I mean, the same way that they ruined Devil May Cry with DMC.
Oh man,
They,
Yeah,
they,
that
they
shit.
made
No, 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 no,
Dante
no,
a
no.
junkie.
To be fair, Devil May Cry gameplay was amazing.
No, I disagree with that.
oh
It
man,
Nah,
was
nah.
it was good. No. Let me explain. It is good if you forget that it's supposed to be Devil May Cry game. If you
Exactly.
compare this to Devil May Cry gameplay,
damn.
it's
Yeah,
garbage.
here is the thing. I'm all for giving you red and blue weapons. Basically, there are red enemies and blue enemies, and you need to find a way to defeat red enemies with red weapons and blue enemies with blue weapons. So far, so good. And you can switch with them on the fly. And then you introduce you to enemies that are blue and red next to each other, so you need to combat on stuff like that. Like I like that, and the way the game plays off in almost like a futuristic setting, I like that. But oh, the thing. Oh, can you guys hear me now better? Sorry about that. My mic was turned on the other side. When it turns the other side, it doesn't pick up my audio very well. I should be
Y-
normal
Your
clear
mic is
now.
upside down. Okay.
Yeah, basically, not upside down, but more like uh,
Yeah.
turned. Just to repeat what I said, Devil May Cry, the combat in Devil May Cry was nice. The introduction of two different colors and how to juggle that and boss fight That was nice. I don't remember finishing the game, which is such a shame because I enjoyed playing it. But and I love the futuristic aspect of it. But it as being a Devil May Cry game, absolutely not. This is not it. And when he gets the wig and he removed it, like, nah, that's
Oh
disrespect.
yeah, this now wait,
Yeah,
that's one thing of it, but this is sort of again, if this was this was the original IP, it would have been fine.
yeah,
But they made a Devil May Cry game. It's not just about disrespect, but also about the gameplay. It's an amateur, you know, version of the Devil May Cry
yeah.
gameplay. They
Come on,
clearly try
wait.
to do it. I mean, there are people who can explain this better than me, but there are YouTube videos of Devil May Cry fans who've analyzed the gameplay and they're like, look, this is awful when you compare it to the Devil May Cry gameplay. It's just it just this is why you don't outsource uh, your premier IP where you really need to have the people who know how to do this to
Okay,
make that
so
game because it will be a
let me
completely different game.
let me real. The combat was worked well. The combat and the world building worked. It just it being a Devil May Cry game doesn't work. The main
That
character doesn't work.
Yeah, but again, you're focusing on the presentation, which I agree is awful and disrespectful. But it's the though there are of course some positives like the way they yeah, sort of the level design, right?
Yeah,
But the gameplay itself, I mean, if you're used to character action games like Devil May Cry, if you're used to that and the slickness of that gameplay and the layers it has and uh, how complex it can be if you're actually really good, and compare this what they did with DMC. I mean, it's night and day. There is no
I mean,
comparison. This
to be
this is
fair,
kindergarten version of Devil May Cry.
to be fair, Devil May Cry didn't get it right either at first try. First one was nice. Second one was dog shit. Third one was perfect. Fourth one
Yeah.
was okay. And
Oh,
fifth one, I don't know.
whatever you think about the fourth one in terms of story, whatever, the gameplay was perfect.
The issue with the fourth one is literally having Nero, uh, basically a photocopy of Dante.
Yeah,
Like,
sure. They want to change it up. That doesn't matter. You can dislike him or hate him,
no,
but
no, no,
it's
no, no,
with
no.
the
I'm literally talking
how
about.
responsive, how smooth the gameplay was. You
Yeah,
cannot compare this to what they did with DMC.
no, but
That's garbage.
that's because they had a lot of experience with that. Here's the thing with the DMC. I like the game. It just it doesn't deserve the name DMC. If I would
That,
put the Mount
that's why it's
Actual,
called DMC and not Devil May Cry.
yeah, if I would put the best game from Ninja Theory for me would be, um, what's the name of
Enslaved,
that? Huh?
enslaved, probably.
Yes, thank you. Enslaved.
Yeah.
I love Enslaved. I recommend everyone to go play Enslaved. It's I love games where you're escorting someone else, but the person you're escorting is actually useful. It's not some bumblefuck that you need to save every 2 seconds. It's not some bumblefuck that scream, Leon, help me! Leon, help me! For 10 hours straight. And
Come on.
hey, I'm doing it because I played 4. I have every right to talk about how dog shit 4 was, especially with Ashley. Yeah, no, I'm joking. Half joking. Enslaved is an amazing game. I recommend you guys to play it. Other than that, yeah, no. So PlayStation missed out on getting Ninja Theory. Not that I care
I'm gonna need
about
y'all
them.
to stop disrespecting Xbox's Naughty Dog. Okay,
Oh no,
you know
we're not gonna. We're not gonna do. We're not.
that's what they
Let.
call it. Okay, this is their Naughty Dog competitor. All right, high
We're
tier
we're
play
we're not gonna
games.
disrespect Naughty Dog like that. Come on. Here's the thing. If I would give one thing for Hellblade, it would be the atmosphere. They created some of the best atmosphere out there.
I agree.
They, it felt different from a God of War, for example. They're both mythology. They're both Greek mythology, or which one it is? Either Greek
Norse.
or Norse
Norse.
mythology. Thank you, Norse
Hmm.
mythology. But it's eerie. It's genuinely eerie. How
Yeah.
that's how I felt at the beginning of the game. When and other than that, yeah, no, don't play Hellblade. Don't ever touch it. And
Oh, damn. All right.
yeah, and so they missed out on Ninja Theory. They missed out on From Software. That's a regret Shueishida always have. They missed out on the studio behind Sackboy Adventure. Um, Now it's owned by what's the name? Some studio from China. I forgot which one it is.
Tencent?
Yeah, Tencent bought the studio behind.
Sumo Digital.
Let's say
Yeah,
Sumo.
Sumo Digital.
They also made Crackdown, the
I
last
love.
Crackdown game.
Oh man,
There is
two sides to every coin out
there
here.
is
Oh jeez.
there is night and day between Crackdown and
Mm.
what's called Sackboy Adventure.
Yeah, we don't claim that. Yeah.
The music in Sackboy Adventure, the platforming in Sackboy Adventure, the dual sense in Sackboy Adventure, and the gadgets that you get in Sackboy Adventure are amazing. The boss fights are dog shit because repeated boss fights,
Use you,
which
sir.
should be the case. And they improved later upon them, but at first you're literally fighting the same boss twice or thrice, uh, in a way. And the story is paper thin.
Oh
Dude,
man.
come
Look,
on,
that boy has to save the day. That's all you need to know.
come
Honestly.
on. Let's be real. There is no story in this game.
Oh man, the disrespect. All
It's
right.
paper thin. Okay, so tell me, which character is the complex one? I missed
Listen,
that
listen,
memo.
listen. We all know Sackboy is not a complex character. Like he don't say
Exactly,
anything. He doesn't say anything. But like
and
that's the
that's
point.
why,
You know, you
I
are
said,
Sackboy. He,
it's paper thin. It's not. But
yo,
here's
leave
the
him
thing.
alone.
I like the voice acting though. I'm not gonna lie. The voice acting I like, but the story is paper thin.
Oh man. Oh man.
But
Okay.
I praised it. Like here's the thing. If I would to recommend three platformers, would be Ori. I love Ori. I don't care for the
Hmm.
music. People say best thing ever is the music. I played the game entirely from start to finish on mute.
Oh
So
damn. All right.
suck on that.
What? Really?
Um
Wow. All
I
right.
recommend you Ori 2, not 1. Ori 1 is dog shit.
Yeah,
Um
I couldn't really get into the first one.
Ori 1 doesn't have combat. It's just platforming, which is okay, fine, nice. Ori 2, that's when they ramped it up with boss fight and combat, and I loved it, and it's fluid, and it
Already one
works.
has combat, dude. You can attack enemies.
Sorry?
You can attack enemies
But you
in
throw them
Ori
little
1.
Anyone?
little circle balls or whatever the heck at them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but two, you can combo them and stuff like that, and there are boss fights and stuff like that.
I guess it's just more intricate in the second one.
Yeah, yeah, two is way better than one in every aspect. Um, a Sackboy Adventure. I'm not
Hmm.
recommending Mario because Mario is just a thing
Oh
that
damn.
exists.
Oh man.
Um, and Ratchet, because Ratchet is a platform and it's a fun
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Ori's not a platform. Ori is a Metroidvania game.
Ooh,
Well, Metroidvania, you want Metroidvania Returnal. You want Metroidvania, then it's oh no, Returnal is not. It is half Metroidvania. Yeah, Returnal is kind of Metro. No, Returnal is more like roguelike. Yeah, no. Metroidvania then would be Metroid, I guess. I forgot. There are a few games that you can play Metroidvania. There is the Time Spinner. I love that indie game. Other than that, yeah, no. So they missed out on FromSoft. They missed out on Ninja Theory. They missed out on Bethesda. I don't care about Bethesda, but the reality of the matter is they lost Bethesda, and now they may have lost Activision, which
Um,
oh, that's
so
going through.
I don't care about these, but I'm showing you the reality of the matter is PlayStation need now learned that they can't leave it up to maybe. No, if you're impressed, buy them. Look what they did with House Marquee. I was never a House Marquee fan.
Yeah.
I played Alienation. I enjoyed it for what it is. I played Dead Nation. I enjoyed it for what it is. I love Returnal. I bought because of Returnal. I bought uh, the other two. What's called House Marquee game. I forgot what's called. Mega
Resogun?
Resogun. No, Resogun came with PlayStation Plus. I finished it. I played Resogun. It's fun in the game. No, Ex Machina. Next
Oh
Machina.
yeah,
And the
that's
other
good.
one.
Yeah.
And the other one that is.
Matterfall?
Yeah, Matterfall. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
So I bought them each for $5. They were in discount back when Eternal came out, and I still need to play them, but I bought them. They're on my backlog. That's what a good game does to you. It gives your studio a boost, and I am expecting now House Marquee to grow into a triple A type studio.
Oh yeah, they got no choice now.
I don't want them to stay indie. Is
I
that
don't
not?
think they are.
Is that not what? I'm sorry.
I say yeah, I don't think they are. I think
They
this is gonna
were
be AAA.
before Eternal. They were basically indie.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Before Eternal, yeah, but now, yeah, they're not. They're
Yeah,
not
no.
going to.
Now with even again a studio like what's called Ember Lamp. I don't consider Ember Lamp indie anymore.
I feel that.
What's the name of that game? Kana is better than most AAA games.
Kanan was good, and for your first game, you know, very impressive.
Exactly. For the first
Mhm.
game, it is. The voice acting is nice. The boss fight in Kana are fucking amazing.
Yeah, they kicked my ass up and down.
The boss fight. That's how you do a fucking boss fight. Kana. Nah. Uh, uh, you 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 start to see the difficulty ramp up when you fight Taro.
Yeah,
Taro. Taro is the boss fight people start having issue with. Basically, Taro is Biome 3 of Returnal. That's Taro separates the kid from the grown up. If you're a kid, you're not beating Kana, no matter how you try. Well, unless you're playing it on easy or super easy, then you can. Cause oh boy, I got the plat in Kana, and I got the plat without using uh, the save glitch. So I beat Kana on the hardest difficulty. Trust
yeah.
me,
I'm gonna let you keep that. I was like, nah, I'm good.
I suffered a lot because of that. I want to give a big shout out to Guapzilla. Guapzilla is the one that supported me and pushed me through the final fight in Canaan because I had a little bit of difficulty when it comes to Basically, when they strip you from your power, that when the game gets tough. But basically, in
Yeah.
Ghostwire Tokyo, Weeb, not to spoil it, very quick, chapter 2. You
Oh
know
wait,
what
hold up.
they...
Spoil. Hold up. Let me mute y'all. Hold
Nah,
on.
I'm not gonna spoil anything. Don't worry about it. Chapter 2, you know what I'm talking about. That section. I didn't enjoy that much. Did you enjoy?
Uh, I think I know what you mean, but
You know what
you
I mean, right? It's literally a 15-minute section or something like that.
yeah, but I mean, it wasn't that bad. I mean, like, I don't think Ghostwire can be described as a difficult game.
Can it be described as a scary game?
Mm, I don't know. It has atmosphere and certainly has horror elements, but
It has
I
horror
can't.
elements in it. Don't worry,
Listen,
Morgan will not
I'm about
spoil
to say,
it.
look,
I
look,
would
the
never.
way I'm built, look, I can't take too much horror, so I need to know.
Nah, so
Eh,
here's the thing. I am not a horror person and I got a little bit jump scared, but
Like
I'm
it
enjoying.
ain't on no Resident Evil 7 type of level or nothing like that, right?
Nah, I'm not touching Resident Evil.
there's only one jump scare in the entire game and that's a
Okay,
side mission.
Is
all right.
that not the
And
beginning?
it's afterward. No. It's later on. You probably haven't encountered it yet.
I'm
That's
at
the
chapter 3.
only time that I jumped. But other than that, it's not a scary game. You know, it has creepy enemies, but that's
Right.
about it.
Okay, yeah,
So
I can deal with
basically
like
there
freaky
are
enemies and stuff.
there are kappas, there are enemies without faces,
Right.
just a mouth, a nose. So look up enemy design and give your
You
what's
know,
called.
I can deal with like stuff like that because Last of Us 2 didn't
Or
bother me.
I
Clickers
can
and
I can
infected.
invite you to watch me play for 5 minutes so you get the gist of it.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah. So I'm happy with PlayStation getting studio because let's face it, think, triple A games are better developed on one console than multiple consoles, and we're seeing it with the other developers. Look at I want to give a shout out to Chris Reiches because he's the one that brought up, which is basically the team behind uh, Team Ninja, which is the developer for Neo. Neo 1 and 2 looked great, played great, but if you compare that game to Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy, it's night and day, and it's such a shame. And it's very important for having a game to be on one console, one platform only. And this is not me saying it, this is the actual developer saying it. You have an issue with that? Go hit them up. But be respectful about it. So I'm happy with PlayStation. And they also missed out on the studio behind. I never played their game. Um, uh, the Order 1886.
What? You never played it?
No,
Oh my god.
that back then when I listened to the
Oh,
Metacritic, I saw
Oh
the
yeah,
low
it was
score.
a
I'm
yeah.
like, yeah,
yeah,
I'm
it got a low
skipping on
score.
that.
I didn't. I
Ready
wasn't
at
into Metacritic back then, so I didn't even know it got a low score.
Ready at Dawn. Ready at Dawn is the developer.
Yep, ready or done. Thank you very
Gameplay
much.
it could have had some better gameplay, but the visuals were amazing. The storytelling, the
The
world building.
concept, oh my god! Like I
Oh
would
my
love to
god!
play a game set in that era with like the
I wanted
futuristic
to.
gas type thing going
I
on.
want to. Yeah, I want a sequel, but we're never gonna get it.
I do. I want so bad.
We're
Like, can we
never
just get
getting a
the IP,
sequel.
please? Like, just give it to somebody else. I would love to be fighting like
So
werewolves and
No,
vampires.
honestly, if you look at the visuals in that game, even now, um, I don't know if Microsoft first party has put out a game that looks that good.
Oh, they'll tell you.
Rise.
Rise of Rome.
Right. Oh yeah, right.
That's their special version because they both did come out like the same time, like the premiere game, I guess, for each console.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to compare them. Look, if I really want to compare them, I would say then no game comes close to Kena.
Well, I
The
mean,
only
Kena had
game,
better gameplay than both of them, so
the only game that comes to close to Kena is Ori. That's it. Ori is the second one. The first one again.
Are you talking about indie game?
No. I don't see Kena as an indie game. Kena is a half AAA game.
But that's an independent studio.
Yeah, but still, the quality is there.
No, I'm not.
That
I'm
is
not saying the quality is there. I was just saying it was an independent.
Fair, yeah, fair. So I'm happy with PlayStation competing right now. We need that. We need developers to get chances and create something amazing for us. We deserve it. We invested in your console. Now show us what you can do.
Well, we're
We're
getting some great titles early in this generation already.
Oh
oh
yeah,
yeah, most definitely.
we definitely are, and we are not the
On
type of
one platform on PlayStation. We are.
we're that's what I was about to say. We are not the type of people that are content with what we're getting and that's it. No, we always want more, and better. It's called being. It's called having passion for gaming. And the final topic would be what's the name of that game? Max Payne. Whoever played here, Max Payne?
Yeah, me.
Okay, so Max Payne is getting a remake.
Hype.
Remedy announced Max Payne is getting a remake, and apparently it's on Unreal Engine 5, right?
Is
You
it?
said
I
what?
don't know.
Give me a quick
That's,
second to see. Oh,
I think so.
also, Crystal Dynamics announced that a new Tomb Raider in the making, and it's making use of uh, Unreal
Yeah,
Engine 5.
Unreal 5. Yeah. Hopefully it's better than the last one, but all right.
Last three, you mean?
Yeah, you're right. I am not even gonna lie. I
Yeah,
like the
true.
first one though, but after that, it's kind of.
Unreal, Max Payne.
So they're making Perfect Dark and a new Tomb Raider, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
You know, doing
We
everything
know
right.
because we know Coalition ain't doing shit. Not
Oh man.
Coalition, damn. Not Coalition. The what's the name of that studio that they built? The Initiative.
Oh, initiative.
Initiative,
Yeah.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
So
I mean, is anybody
apparently,
left over there? Everybody damn left.
Initiative is Perfect Dark is an indie game. Apparently,
What do you
What?
mean?
apparently they wanted to be an indie game. I seen it somewhere that they want the initiative to be an indie studio.
Why?
Hmm.
When it's
I
quadruple
would
A,
have thought
it's
this
supposed to
was
be
a
quadruple A.
quadruple A studio.
Don't quote me on this one. I need to do more research
I
on this.
remember. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. They were saying that that's what they wanted to make indie games, but I think Microsoft was like, nah, y'all making y'all making these big games.
So yeah, Max Payne 1 and 2 remake. So it's not on the Unreal Engine 5. I apologize.
No.
Uh,
It would be on their Rockstar's engine, whatever they currently use.
yeah, okay. So who is excited for Max Payne 1 and 2?
Me,
Me, I'm very excited.
Let's what's her name? Morgan
I'm
go
ready for
first.
the
Then
I'm ready for that gunplay, the slow mo gunplay. Like I love the gunplay in Max Payne. I felt so badass in that game.
and
Um, yeah,
slow movement for timer.
loved it, loved it. Can't wait to see how they implement it with the new engines. It's gonna be Rockstar and Remedy. Yeah, I'm hyped. I didn't think we'd ever get a remake for this game or a remaster or anything. So that was great news to hear. I'm excited. Like, I don't know, this is like the year of like, or the generation of remakes. We've been getting so many. Like, I love it. I'm not even mad.
Link. Now I can go to you.
Yeah, I'm super excited. If they give me a Max Payne 1 and 2 with the gameplay from the third one, I mean, I'm there day one. I just not recently, a few months back, I went through and beat Max Payne 3 again on the Xbox through the backwards compatibility or whatever. And I was like, man, this gunplay is so good. I wish they would have been able to
Mm-hmm.
use the shooting mechanics from this game and should have been in Red Dead. So, I'm really excited about it. Remedy made the first two games, so they're familiar with this series. So I'm interested to see what they do with it.
Weeb. Interested in Max Payne?
I'm not per se a fan of it, but I'll probably get the remake.
Gotcha. Ghost, if you're here, are you interested in Max Payne? He is in chat. I'm curious about his opinion. If he is capable of typing. If not, then we will see. And as for me, I'm gonna wait and see. I'm not a fan of Rockstar. I
Oh, how
played.
dare you?
I played. I'm a fan of Remedy though. I played Control. I loved it.
That
I
was awesome.
I loved it, but the story was dog shit.
Wait, Control
Again,
Story?
yeah, the story in Control
Oh,
is
how dare
like
you?
it's like not non-existent, but
Oh man.
the map in Control is one of the worst map I have ever
Oh
played.
man, you and Nate with that damn map. Speaking of which, Nate's here.
But at the same time, the labyrinth in Control is some of the best gaming moment I have ever
Listen,
experienced.
I don't see. I don't see that. That's where I'm different. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't play it until the Ultimate Edition came out. I guess they fixed a lot of stuff. But yeah, I never had any problems
Nah,
with the map.
that map was the same map from launch. It's
Oh really?
dog
I
shit.
never had any problems. I could
Terrible.
always find out where I was
Horrible.
going.
Nah, man, that map was super trash. I just ended up
That map
using
was
Yeah.
the.
so trash. That
I
map
just
was
ended up
so. Go
when you're
ahead.
playing the game, like you can see signs and stuff pointing you where you're supposed to go, so you can kind of don't really have to use the map a whole lot.
Yeah, that might be what I
That map
maybe
was
why
so.
I did. I just followed the signs,
That
honestly.
map was so trash. You couldn't. I
Damn.
remember going back. Not going back. Going from door to door because I went the wrong place because of the
Hmm.
fucking map. Like that map was dog shit. and
Yeah,
some
I
of
feel
the
you.
and some of the weapons, like you can upgrade one weapon, but one weapon you can't upgrade, which is the almost like a grenade launcher in a way.
Yeah,
You can only upgrade them 3 times or something like that, while all other weapons you can upgrade them 5 times or something like that. uh,
I feel you.
uh, so
All I know is that level when she put them headphones on and the music, and then the level like moved to the
oh
music.
yeah,
Oh my god, that was the best thing ever.
the labyrinth, the labyrinth.
Yes, I
Yeah,
was like, oh my god, that was just so great. I was like, yeah, I was killing to the music. It was great.
that's some of the best games I've ever moment I have ever experienced.
I was so hyped. I'm mad I didn't record it. I was just so hyped with that shit. I was like, oh, what is this? I hope
It's
we get
like
that in the second one.
there are moments like this, and there is moments like oh wait a second. Someone put studio oh I will focus. I will screenshot that and I will DM you guys. That's interesting. We're gonna cover it next week. Um, The Labyrinth, I recommend it. PlayStation, guys, you should have PlayStation Plus If you subscribe for that, then you should have Control Ultimate Edition for free with the PlayStation 5 upgrade.
Yeah, but the thing
Download.
is, we found out last night you had to actually download it while the month was going on, because if you didn't redeem it, then you only
Right.
got the PS4 version and not the PS5 version.
Hold the fuck up.
Yeah. And they found out that last night. He wanted Priscilla to
Don't
play
don't
Control.
get me started on that old straight up bullshit.
Yeah, he
That
was pissed. He was like, hold up, because he redeemed it, for PlayStation Plus, but he never actually, went through the process of getting the PS5 version. You got to download it and then get the PS5. He never did that, so he can't redeem it now.
I want to say one thing, and then I'm gonna continue. Max Payne needs a remaster and not a remake. I disagree, Garuda. Max Payne
No,
is an old IP.
Yeah, it's old as
it's a
hell. No.
PS2 game.
It
No.
absolutely need a remake, a full-blown remake from the ground up, on the level of what's called Dead Space. You know what other game need a remake? Lost Planet 1 and 2. I fucking love Lost Planet 1 and 2. I hate 3 because that's when they went in with the whole microtransaction and loot boxes situation. But 1 and 2 are some of the best game I've ever played when it comes to monster hunting. Anyone played here Lost Planet?
No.
So
Yes, I
basically,
played Lost Planet 1 and 2.
Link, you played Lost Planet?
Oh man, I did back in the day, but it was a long time
Back in the
ago.
day, yeah, back when
Yeah.
Lost Planet 1 and 2 was amazing, and also
Uh-huh.
Star Wars Unleashed 1 was amazing, until 2
I
came.
didn't play that.
Oh, I highly recommend you play 1. 1 is great. 2 is dog shit. 2 is basically
I
a
did not
photocopy
finish
of
the
1.
review, so speaking of that.
I recommend you to play Star Wars Unleashed 1. And also, Morgan, wow, with this information for Control, like,
Yeah. That shit's crazy. See, because I redeemed it, I played it that month it came out. So, it didn't affect me, but I didn't know that they kind of cut it off. I guess it was secret. It's like, no, you had to redeem it that month or you didn't get it. It's crazy. I don't know if
I
that was a
download,
303
I,
thing or
I have
PlayStation.
it. I have
I,
it because I played it that month.
Mm-hmm.
I collected it, but I didn't download it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so you might have the same fucking problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you might not have the PS5
Wait.
because,
Hold up. Link, you're
oh,
here?
yeah, he's been here for like
I've
20 minutes.
been
I
talking
no
the
no no
entire
no. Here's the
time.
thing. My YouTube link is from. I stopped it, so I couldn't see that he's here. I need
Yeah.
to look at the Discord. So I'm gonna go very quick with you then. What you've been just what we missed. Basically, with this whole situation with Square Enix, what's your thoughts? Cause I wanna know your thoughts. Cause you're the OG JRPG fanatic
Are you
here.
talking about the censorship thing?
Chrono Cross.
What about it though?
You've been on on our group. You know what we're talking about. You didn't see
The
the
performance issues.
the performance issue.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Okay, so basically, PlayStation 1 is outperforming the PlayStation 4 and 5.
Wait,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the frame
as in
rate.
basically,
The frame rate is really
like the
bad.
frame rate? Yeah.
Yeah, it's dropping to like 15, 10 frames.
I mean, that's absolutely
2010.
excusable. I mean, yeah, I mean that's crazy. Like, what were they thinking even releasing that shit?
This is why I'm not supporting it. I'm picking it up at $10. I'm not paying 20 euro for this game. I'm sorry. I have
Yeah,
Ghostwire Tokyo. After that, I'm gonna go to Valkyrie Profile and play that. Recommendation from what's called no, Valkyrie Chronicles. Recommendation from Weeb. I already own the game. If I finish it and I love it, I'm gonna buy part 3. and other than and on
Four.
4. Sorry.
You said three, but it's four.
Oh, 4. I think 3 also, right? Or 3 is on Vita.
I think Vita or PSP. I'm not sure which one, but you only need 1 and 4. Those are the best
Okay,
ones.
so then I'm gonna play 4. I'm gonna buy 4. Other than that, I will go to Matterfall and Next Machina and finish them and play them. Cause
Look,
I'm not about
look,
that
looks
life. Yeah,
looks
sorry.
like I have the PS5 version of Control. I was just checking it, but
Oh,
I,
that's good.
I think I might have downloaded it back then. Yeah, so
Hmm.
Maybe I downloaded it. I don't remember. I will look it up right now after
uh,
we finished talking. So
but I'm
yeah,
not gonna play it again anyway.
so
Oh,
yeah.
damn.
Uh, Nate, how
I
do you
mean,
feel about
there-
this Chrono Cross being Square Enix being so disrespectful toward us?
I mean, honestly, it looked like a subpar remaster anyway, the way that they handled it. And now, that just solidifies that I have no need to get it. So, I mean, they clearly need to fix that. It's inexcusable to release it in that state. It's obviously not a one-off if everybody's experiencing it, so they were well aware of it. It's inexcusable. I mean,
Yeah.
there's just no way around it.
So I ran a few. I named a few remasters that were bad. Halo Mothership Collection. I know you know all about that.
Oh, I know all about that.
Yeah. You have Devil May Cry. You have Dark. You know about that?
Yeah, I do.
You don't need to keep yourself muted, dude. You can unmute yourself. You have uh, Dark Soul. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Luke can know all about that, not you.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
And you have Warcraft or World of Warcraft. I forgot what. No, Warcraft. That
Yeah,
remaster
The Warcraft remaster was bad.
was the. So is it just me or are remasters just plain bad, plain simple bad?
I'm not even gonna say that they're bad. It's just that a lot of them are being half-assed. Like a lot of them are, it's a quick cash grab, some slight upgrades, the very smallest they can get away with, and then they want to call it good, and that's it. So that's the real problem with it right now. It's just how everybody just wants to treat it, secondary. Because there's clearly been really great remasters. I mean, there was what is it? The one where you fight the giants. I can't remember. I've got like every iteration.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, there you go. That was great.
Yeah,
That was
amazing game, amazing game.
Yeah. Some of the homies got me that because I was into that real heavy on PS3, and they got me that for PS4, and it
You
was
know
amazing.
that was a PS2 game originally.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and Blue
So
Point remastered it for the PS3, and then they remade it for PS4.
exactly, and I had every iteration
Hmm.
of it. So that's what
Hmm.
I'm saying. All those have been great. They've been able to update that just fine, and everything's looked really good. So I
Anyone
mean, it can
here played
definitely be done.
the what's called remaster? What's the name of that game? Okami.
I
I
didn't.
did because I didn't buy with Okami, but I know it was all right though.
It was alright. So
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
so you and your luck basically.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay, and that other topic which would been Square Enix getting a W with what's their name? Um, correcting the fact that in the OG game, a girl by the age of 9, having her panty showcased.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean that was a solid win. I mean, ain't too much to elaborate on it. So, I mean, we all seen the fallout of all that, after Akira posted it. So, yeah, I mean it was a W for them. So it's all good.
I I couldn't believe that there were actually people that defending that shit.
Yeah, I saw the thread. I didn't even feel the need to go through it. So, but yeah,
And
I agree.
yeah, so the other one topic would have been hmm, you never played Returnal, but still, how Marquee getting the recognition it deserved. They cleaned befta, won best
Yeah,
audio, best music, and Celine won best female, best character, and was the actress of Celine, and they won Game of the Year.
that's a lot of praise.
Yep.
That's all. I mean, that's everything you guys said it deserves. So, I wouldn't argue against it. I mean, it looks like a solid game. You all agree with that, and you know, clearly we all got some good taste in here. So, I'm inclined to agree, despite that I haven't played it yet.
It's surprising you haven't played it because uh, what's his name? Strictly played it. Me, I played it. Uh, Morgan played it. Where you at?
I mean, shit. I'm not. I already told you. I told you, like I told Morgan when it came to Hades. I'm not. I'm just not a roguelike fan. So
I
it
mean,
wasn't
now
something
it's
Yeah,
co-op.
that I
don't
was
worry, he
excited
about to be
for.
booted. It's fine.
Now it's co-op. You can give it a try.
The game's amazing.
The game is genuinely amazing, and it's addictive as fuck.
Don't worry, he's gonna play it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. He's gonna play it.
Oh yeah.
Morgan,
And since
Morgan,
you
Morgan insists.
by the way, just for weep's sake, if you're tired, you can dip because I'm gonna go a little bit with Tarantino over with Nate. I wanna know his opinion. Cause basically we're done with the with conversation, just doing outros and stuff like that. Um, oh no, I need your opinion, Nate, on a weeb on Max Payne.
Um, yeah. So I mean, I'm excited for it. I mean, to see where they kind of go with it. Uh, I mean, it's a ways off, I imagine, considering they just announced it. So I'm not gonna get too hyped for it just yet. You know, once we actually see something, then I'll
Then
kind of go from there, and
gotcha.
we'll see if it's really deserving.
And weeb,
I already gave my opinion. I think.
I don't recall for Max Payne.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Okay, sorry about that. I just needed to make sure I didn't skip you over. Uh, Nate, I beat Tiny Tina last night. Well, no, yeah, last night, yeah. Oh, and uh, aside from the final boss and the underwater boss, no memorable bosses.
You said you didn't like any of the bosses besides that one.
Yeah, literally the final boss and the underwater boss are the only two bosses that are memorable. Even the nightmare, I like that joke, but it doesn't have a two faces. It's like I don't know. One, the game felt too easy for me. Two, the boss fight felt also easy. And I was not overpowered because the game level up with you, which that's a nice thing. That's genuinely a nice thing. I like that, which incites you to do every side quest, and I enjoyed my side quest, but I didn't enjoy the reward you're getting from them. You missed out on a lot of side quests, right? You didn't do a lot of them.
I mean, I didn't, but I mean, I'm going back and the character that I'm running right now. I'm doing most of them, so I'm seeing a lot of what I missed on the way up. But the reason I actually held off is because there's kind of some oversights that they did with some of the gear. So, like one of the pieces of gear gives you like a huge increase in loot luck, but it only gives you that much if you're 40 when you do the quest. So that's like a major oversight. I mean, obviously you can get it again later, but if you don't want to farm it and you just want to guarantee that you're going to get it, then the only way to really do that is to get it as a reward from that quest. So
And the
stuff like
biggest,
that is kind of
yeah,
weird.
and the issue also with the game is um the boss farming. Uh, no single boss gave me a good legendary.
Well, that was a big oversight that I stated that I noticed so far is that the number of legendaries in general seems to actually be really low, especially when it comes to weapons, which is surprising. So the amount of weapons is one area where they normally just don't drop the ball. So I'm surprised to see them fumble that so badly. Um, so I mean, I don't know. I want to see what they're going to do with it as they go forward because they really made a lot of really good changes with Borderlands 3. So they can do a lot with it going forward. And I mean, we all have the season pass and all that other stuff. So we'll all have access to it and really get to see what they do with it. So I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt at the moment, but I'm still enjoying it and still playing through it. And probably will eventually end up with the platinum regardless.
Are you
So
running
we'll see.
with what's called? One of the biggest issue for me with the game is the dices. If you find a dice, why the fuck is it not marked on your map? So you at
Agreed.
least, because I you need to find 200 something guys. I have no issue running through back uh, the map just to find them all. Shout out to Persona here. It just show me where the fuck they are on the map that I already found them, so I know which one I'm missing. So I
Yeah,
don't
I
have,
agree. That's an oversight.
and other one I ran through the chaos dungeon. Um, I like that difficulty. I genuinely do. It's enjoyable. It just fuck you. Why is it like an RPG? Why is it not like a full blown playthrough you can do?
No,
Like,
I got you.
uh, uh,
Yeah, like the vault level and stuff like that when they used
yeah.
to do it. Yeah.
And I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
I
lie.
don't know. I think they thought it was a good idea and like some people seem to really like it, but um yeah, I mean I think they got a lot of improvements to
They need
bring
a
forward.
lot of improvement to do, and especially with the spells. The spells, you get the strongest spells and you move on. Like, I have, I got a meteor shower that split in two. That spell, I was rocking with that spell for almost quarter of the game, despite the fact that I'm using it against enemies that you need to disable their shield. I'm like, fuck disabling their shield. I'm just gonna spam this move and eviscerate them. Like,
Yeah.
there are a few nice legendaries that you can get. I got one where it's basically a marshmallow. If you throw it at an enemy and you fire at it, it absorbs the amount of the amount of damage it can get, and then at the very end it explodes, and it leaves two or three marshmallow pieces behind. And what you can do, you can pick them up, and it says recover your health. So I like that. There is another one. It's basically a barrel of ice or poison or fire. You throw it at an enemy. That's fine, I guess. It's like, I don't know. I feel. Is it
Well, I mean, they
unfair?
they also had an opportunity to go a little more crazier with it.
I
Like,
was about to say. I was about to
yeah,
say. So they did that a few times with how Tiny Tina started to interact with the game and change things on the fly. I like that, but Why
Yeah,
not
they
go
didn't do it as often as they should.
exactly? Why not? While I'm literally fighting a boss fight, why not give him a second or a third phase out of nowhere like that? Why not me fighting an enemy and then Titan all of a sudden, okay, you killed him, fine, now fight him harder as a badass, or make her combine monsters and give me a monstrosity. Like, you left the original Borderlands to almost like you went back in time. At least be creative about it. I don't know. I felt
Well,
that's
that's what one of the people I was playing with, because they played 2 and 3 with me as well, and they were saying like in the DLC for Tiny Tina and Borderlands 2 seemed to be more creative with everything. Like he remembers one of the weapons that he had in the game, it shot broadswords when you shot it.
I was literally about to say you're gonna name that, drop that. And basically, in this game, there is a weapon, melee weapon that shoots projectile. But where is it? That
Yeah,
should be what's called uh a what's called a gun you get from a side quest. But no, Garuda, you can't play as Tiny Tina. Tiny Tina is an
the
NPC.
dungeon master.
Yeah, a dungeon master basically. Um, I love the final boss. That was a hard fight. I like it. I enjoyed it. It's more unique than, for example, the final boss in two. And I don't know. I don't know how to feel about. Um, After this, is it fair to call this a DLC?
I mean, it definitely feels a lot like an expansion, um, more than anything. So yeah, I mean it's pretty close. I mean, I would say it's too big to be just a DLC, but I would say it's more akin to expansions from like PC when they would do major, you know, things that are too big to be considered really DLC. I mean, they are downloadable content, but they're expansions because of how much they add. So I would give it like a large expansion. But
Mm.
yeah, I mean, you can clearly tell, despite a lot of the stuff and all the work they claim they put into it, there's a lot of copy and paste. There's it's clearly missing a ton of what it normally has. Like normally there's, 15, 20 different really awesome legendaries people are talking about by the end, and everybody gets to the end and all that. There's like five.
Even the legendaries are not overpowered.
Well, it's not even that they're overpowered. They're not even interesting. Like most
Well,
people are running
I
from
got.
one of like five.
Oh well, I found a gun, a shotgun that shoots arrows from above, almost like rain arrows. I like that. Do you remember the shotgun that shoots the cross?
Yeah,
Well, the irony is that was my first legendary, and it was the legendary I got from the final boss.
of course.
That was a freaking irony. Garuda, no. Borderland, Tiny Tina main characters are all new and almost like NPC in a way. They
They're
are
class
not.
based and you
Yeah,
create the way
exactly.
you are.
And yeah, so Tiny Tina. Oh, you know what I feel for me? It feels the DLC needed to be combined with the original with Tiny Tina.
Yeah, I agree. Because
Then you,
the actual DLC for Borderlands 2, the Tiny Tina one, was actually huge.
then we would have had a better game.
Yeah, I agree.
And with the lack of raid bosses, it almost, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna pick it up later and finish and play get the plat. But right now I'm playing Ghostwire Tokyo.
I mean, I think we will. I mean, that's
Oh
now
yeah, for
you know
sure.
what it's like, with all the new games on your plate, how that happens. So,
I don't
Now
recall.
you
Do you
know.
recall Borderlands 2 being that bare bones?
No,
I don't recall
not
Borderlands 2 being that bare bones. I do.
yeah, not even close.
What about 3? Was it bare
Mm,
bones?
I mean, you still had like the raid boss and stuff at the end, and you still had you still had a lot more
Yeah.
of everything. Yeah, so
Also,
it still wasn't that bad.
the lack of Ultra Water Hunter mode. Do you think that also add to it being bare bones with Tintina?
I think they thought they had a really great idea with the chaos thing and thought that would be a really good replacement. And like I said, some people really love it, but it's clearly not. You know,
Because
personally,
the unique
I
boss,
feel like they could have just done both.
the unique enemies are in chaos mode. Like I've seen a few enemies I have not seen before. I don't know. Shiny Tina, give it a 7 out of 10. Or even 6.5 right now, because it's bare boned. And classes need some.
I'm enjoying it still. So I mean, I would say for me, it's a 7.5 to an 8. Like I'm still enjoying it.
Hmm, you already beat it, so I believe you when it comes to that, but maybe you're still in the honeymoon phase? Or are you
Not really.
over?
I don't really go through that shit. So I
Okay.
call it like it is. I mean, day one, I be throwing games out the window. So
Okay, so, a boss fight like the bunker in Borderlands 2, it's more difficult than most boss fights in Tintina.
I mean, yes and no, because I mean, eventually, obviously, the way that you play Borderlands, when you get you know strong as fuck, and you just burn him down anyway. Because
But
by the time I had got to him, even on my original playthrough, I had corrosive weapons and all that other shit, and I tore his ass up anyway.
you melt them very fast?
Yeah, I
Oh,
was,
okay.
but that's how I play though. I'm always overgeared. So
Also, no unique characters. It's like Mr. Torg here, Brad there.
yeah,
Uh,
they reused a lot of them and put them in the form of like a character, but some of them were funny, some of them were interesting, but um,
hmm.
nothing was insane or anything.
Do you think they got hampered by COVID?
Definitely, yeah, I think that was a definite factor. How badly it affected them and how much more they would have gotten done, I don't know, but yeah, I think it's clear that they did. I think they've
And
gotten a
from
handle
what
on it by now, so that's why I'm interested to see what they do with the game going forward. Because one thing that they are really good at are putting out substantial DLC updates. So I'm interested to see where they go for that. Not
well,
only the ones that we pay for, but they usually do a lot of things that update the game and add
for
bosses
free,
and
yeah.
yeah and other
Well,
stuff for free. So
I already got the fuck Giga edition, so I'm cool. I'm
yep,
golden. Uh,
and that's why we all got that. So now no
yeah.
one's missing content.
So the final part about the time. Here's the thing: for people that may think this has gone too long when it comes to Borderlands, I'm passionate about Borderlands, and it's demoralizing to see a franchise that I love to be relegated to what is right now. And um,
I think they're gonna. I got hope that they're gonna realize their mistakes because they did a ton of that in Borderlands 3 when there were a lot of complaints and a lot of shortcomings. And I like Borderlands 3 10 times more than I did when it started.
mhm.
So,
Maybe they add DLC and fleshing out. Like, not gonna lie, Pinky, Brad as a fucking pixie. I like that. That was fucking fun.
it was.
It's fucking enjoyment.
And the Oreo don't tell.
Okay.
With that being said, let's get to the outros. Morgan, where people can find you?
Hey everybody, it's Morgan, aka Chill Bandit. You can find me on Twitter and of course here every Saturday. Thank you guys for coming through. Uh, Appreciate all of my fellow podcast members and their diverse opinions. And I can't wait to be back here next Saturday.
So here is what Morgan didn't tell you. You can also find her at
Oh man,
Persona. When Persona speak, basically when the ladies' night. Go.
yeah,
So
you
far
know.
there are 3 episodes. Go listen to
Hmm.
them. She was in 2 of them. The third one goes hard. I like that. I like that format. Shout out to Persona. He
Shout
did
out to Persona.
almost dig his own grave when he asked you about your love, your what's called the hardest you have done for someone you love or something like
Yeah,
that. I forgot. Like I'm like Persona. You are with four
I went
women. I
all in
think
deep
four
and I
or
was ready
five
to give it.
women.
Look,
You're
look,
about
I
to
had
dig your
all
own grave,
deep.
but every single one of you were cool, and especially what's her name, Red. Red goes hard, like Regs
Red don't
is
play. She doesn't hold back. I love
no
it. It's
fuck
New York in her.
attitude. You have dime, no fuck attitude given, and you have of course the master detective Stone. Shout out to
Hmm.
her, and then there is you here
Oh
on the
man,
back,
why you gotta say it like
on
that?
the
And then there's,
background.
oh man.
Nah, you go also hard. Nah, I'm
Okay.
joking. So shout out to Persona,
Understood.
Persona Lady Night, and shout out to Morgan for being there. Also, I'm waiting on that royalty check, cause if not for me, he would have never discovered you.
You're right. You're right. You know, you need your props. You need your props, Omar. I agree.
I'm waiting on that royalty
Yeah,
check.
Omar
It
said,
is
"Look, I just
only
don't get the
fair.
talent. As a manager, I should be
You,
getting at least 10%."
you were known on Twitter, but not like here. Even on Twitter.
I'm just saying,
Well,
I
to
put
be
you
fair,
on. Remember that.
To be fair, I only discovered you because of
Understood.
Code. Shout out to Optimus Code. I hope
Shout
for
out to
him to
Code.
recover. He is the one that brought us together. I can't. It's like one of the best dude out there. Shout out to him. I hope he recovers. And yeah, Link, where people can find you.
Yeah. Thanks for allowing me to be a guest here today. You can find me different places. On Twitter. Don't have my own show or anything like that. So on Twitter, might be on Six Podcasts sometimes. But appreciate the opportunity to come on here, be a listener, and to share my opinions.
Link, you're more than always welcome to join in. Um, and Nate, where people can find you.
Yeah, man. I'm on PSN and most places just as a Nate, or on Xbox and Twitter as the real Nate. But yeah, man, we're just gonna keep it gaming and keep it moving.
Where people can find you, Weeb.
You can find me on Twitter as the Weep Sheriff or at Infinite Rhizome and on YouTube as Blue Rhizome. And yeah, great show. And until next week.
And you can find Weeb at here on Anime Show every Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And people can find me at Karab underscore Shihab on Twitter. And they also can find me at Vitamin G Podcast every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, apparently. Shout out to Zero and the rest of the crew over there. They can also find me at Ghost in the Garage Gaming every Sunday. Me and Weep and Nate. We're basically almost the same crew from here on Ghost in the Garage Gaming. Shout out to Ghost. Hope for him to recover soon. And yeah, great show. Flew by. And yeah, see you next week. Oh, no alternation?
Yeah, I was about to say, AutoNation.
Oh, damn,
Okay.
automation.
Wow.
Completely
I
forgot.
need to remind
Can't
Sam
leave
with
him to
that.
no sleeping, son.
You.
Also,
I'm too tired.
I forgot to share, what's her name? Kay.
Okay.
Kay is also on Twitter, and hopefully we see her next week.